Hi, welcome to Fish. First I seek Him, and my name is Linda. So, humanity is being murdered, massacred, global genocide. Oh, I know, that seems really extreme, doesn't it? But isn't the news kind of extreme these days? I mean, it has a bit of unreality to it. So, the following that we're going to talk about is just a small list of recent discoveries about the world humanity and how it's being, forced onto by the globalists. And we all know what the globalists here. So before I even start, please understand I am not a conspiracy theorist or cult and blah, 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 and blah, blah. I am just calling it as it is. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I go by the Bible and what's in front of my face here in current events, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the globalists, and they know, right? These globalists, they gotta know, right? They gotta know they're going to hell. They gotta know they're headed to hell in a handbasket. But for now, here on Earth, they are creating hell for the rest of us. Oh, yes, they are. And they represent the alternative bloodline that manifested on Earth through the fallen angels, as one can read about in Genesis 6. I mean, it just seems that way, doesn't it? It's just like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with these people? They are just bent on destruction, right? Everything that is being done to humanity, God created, not Satan manifested reality, is readily demonstrable. It is. And yet humanity remains seemingly oblivious to the situation at hand. It just blows my mind. So presently, in our world, it's mired, isn't it? It's mired in one event after another, like one absolutely catastrophic event to another catastrophic event. It's just day by day by day, one catastrophe after another, and they serve to distract us, right, from the real challenges that are facing us by, stupid created stuff like climate control, that we should be worried about stupid climate control. I mean, anyway, so for centuries, we're going to go back a little bit now. For centuries, the alternatives, live in relative obscurity, wreaking their havoc on the planet through creating mass murder events throughout history. Yes, it is. So these people, and whom am I talking about? Satanists, right? Satanists. There's a lot of them out there. In fact, there's a lot of them that follow me. Go figure that one out. But they follow me. They have an insatiable lust for blood. Yes, they do. And however, death is not only the end goal that they aspire to. They seek. Now, we know that Satan seeks to murder and to destroy, right? He's the father of lies. He seeks to murder and destroy. And these people imitate Satan, right? To be Satan-like. They seek to inflict as much pain and suffering as possible. Now, the Bible promises that in the end days, the sins of the leaders and the nature of the spiritual warfare that we have been thrust onto us will be revealed. So in other words, what I talked about in another video is that the two realms will collide, the spiritual realm and the natural realm, which is where we exist. They will collide and it will be revealed. All right? The darkness will be revealed, the spiritual warfare realm will be revealed. And we are clearly living in these times. And at the core of our conflicts, okay, are much less about the physical realm. I know, we seem like, what? But what I'm seeing, no. No, 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 no. It's much less about the physical realm and much more about destroying God's creation. That's what this is about. Look, haven't you noticed over time, over the years, that every lifestyle, no matter how bizarre, is honored, okay? Is honored if it does not end in procreation. Yeah, I'll say that again. Have you noticed how every lifestyle, no matter how bizarre, it's honored if it does not end in procreation? I know that's crazy, but it's true. And also, have you noticed that the Satanists, I'm going to call them that, even deny that all babies are born male or female? Okay, you see where I'm going with this? God, in their eyes, is a hermaphrodite. They say this. They say God is a hermaphrodite. And I am certain, I am dead certain that is not biblical. But nobody said the devil would ever admit the truth. They attack everything that brings life. Okay? Because Satan is not about life. So when you watch TV, right? Like you watch the old TV sitcoms, right? Like from the 50s and the 60s, and the goals of society were pretty clear, right? I mean, work hard, get educated or trained, be successful, get married, raise children, go to church, be kind to one another, right? Well, we have flipped all of this, and the goal is to unleash as much perversion as possible, even to the point of denying the two genders that God has created, male and female. That's it. So, you know, today, all of this is just on full display, isn't it? And there's so many advocates, and they're demanding complete compliance. If you have a different view on this, or you bring up the Bible or Jesus Christ, that is not going to go over well. You are considered hateful or racist or something, okay? They get really vile and they attack, and they are enforcing compliance by censorship and intimidation and hate. They will hate on you. They will make your life miserable. Now, I read somewhere, and it's not too long ago, that there was somewhere around 97, I kid you not, 97 genders. I've only seen 2 of the 97 genders. I don't know where the other 95 are. I have never seen them. And to say otherwise, I'm sure I would be considered intolerant. Okay? But this is crazy. But this is past, okay? This is passed by so many people as just being okay. It's just passed by people that this is okay. And this is such an extreme perversion of God's intended creation that how can I say, that it steals, okay? It steals your identity. It does. It steals who you are, your identity. You know, and they want to steal your identity in Christ also, and they're not going to give up on this. This is the next attack that's going to be. There's attacks on whether you identify, oh my gosh, whether you are a male or female, but now you can identify as anything else. Okay, that's where your identity is based, and never mind about DNA, never mind about how there's only 2 genders for like since the beginning of time. But now you can identify with anything. But the next thing they're going to do is go after your identity in Christ. I kid you not, it's going to happen. And it's probably already started. Our attack has already started. The attack on Christians in America has already started. And one of them is keeping the churches closed. That's right, keeping the churches closed is an attack, and the churches took it. They took it, they didn't do a thing about it. So, another attack has been on, with the gender thing, is also on our children, okay, our babies. I know this is just, for me, this is hard to do. You know, abortion is okay. And we're not talking about abortion early on. We're talking about, like in New York, Como passed the abortion thing up until birth, if not even born, that you could kill the baby. You can kill the baby. And they have chemical abortions. They have taking apart the baby in the womb abortions. Again, attacking the creation of God. And it's wrong. It's wrong. Do you realize ever since Roe versus Wade, over 60 million babies have been aborted? That's a huge sin upon this country. And then we heard nothing from the church. They didn't do anything. So, you know, it's just, I know many women from back when I was young have had abortions, and I know some of them have repented of that and feel very strongly about how they regretted it and things like that. And it's not about hating on them or anything. It's just really sad. You know, it's just really sad to watch all these things go. But the good news is that just means that Jesus Christ is getting that much closer. We are going to be called home that much quicker. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So this attack, this genocide of humanity, you know, it's the cleansing, if you will, and preparing for the Antichrist. That's the end goal. It's the preparation of the Antichrist. And he will be here soon too. But until then, we have to share the word of Jesus Christ, because that is the only thing that's going to save you in this really terrible world that we're in. Well, that's it for Fish. First I see Kim. My name is Linda. And until next time.